last episode, we made it safely through the famous Papagayo winds. We just wish we had those winds the whole way up to Mexico. Well, we're sailing again. Yeah. No more. But we did what sailors do. Sail. Watch to see how we fare getting into the narrow entry into Chiapas with no fuel. Good morning. Day 4. We are officially back in Guatemala, or Guatemalan waters. It's crazy to be back in Guatemala, but on the other side. This is where Rui and I met a year and a half ago and decided to go sailing together. So it's a place that holds near and dear to my heart for many reasons, but that would be the top. But yeah, just gotta get through Guatemala, and then just on the other side of the border, where we'll be checking into Mexico. Unfortunately now though, we have a pretty strong current against us. The currents have changed overnight, and we also have some wind right on the nose, so it's a bit of a slog for the last bit of the trip, but hopefully the winds will pick up and we can sail through this. Once the sun rises, hopefully the winds will follow the sun and we'll pick up some more speed. But last night was pretty slow and pretty bouncy. So, just finishing up my watch. I'll let Rui come up whenever he feels like it, because now I'm awake, the sun's up. And yeah, just hope for some better winds so we can push through this current, because I like to make it to Mexico tomorrow. Keep catching giant fish, and I keep missing them. The reel just spun, and Ruri said it was like a 6-foot mahi. And then earlier, Ruri saw a giant marlin that jumped out of the water right next to our boat. I guess I gotta keep my eye on the water more. But the wind's filled in a bit now, and still have the motor on. But we have the sails out and doing pretty good speed. Just trying to catch up and take advantage of the wind while we have it, because it might go away again. So that's why we're keeping the motor running.
We gotta make mileage. We're out of smokes. We need to get in early tomorrow morning so we can get some smokes. So we're going flat out to get there.
Yeah. Tell his cigarette addict here. But no, it's the weather keeps changing, or the winds keep changing, and so they fill in every afternoon, so we're just taking advantage of them before they die off when the sun sets. So don't like motoring so much, but the way the weather has been since we left the Papagayos just kind of dies off, so we don't want to motor more than we have to, so that's why kind of keeping everything running. What you doing up there?
This is beautiful up here. At least I can stand up. It's very comfortable.
Yeah, you can stand straight.
Yeah, we're doing high 6s. It's beautiful. 10 knots of breeze. It's actually perfect. fall off a couple more.
This is how heeled over the boat is right now. Trying to be level with the ocean.
Kicking it.
Riri's having fun racing the
Just
boat.
kicking it. Well, the winds are up, and like I said, we're eating smokes tomorrow morning, so hopefully we'll be in 10, 11 in the morning.
If it were me, I would turn off the engine, but Riri likes the cigarettes. The real reason that Riri's not turning off the engine and I'm not just shutting it off is because as soon as the sun sets in like an hour and a half, it's gonna go completely calm. Well, that's what it's been doing at least. We'll see what it does today. But the sun drives the wind, so ever since about 1 o'clock when the sun went over our heads, the wind's picked up. It's been fantastic. But yeah, probably have to.
And it has to do with us getting in when the marina is open.
Yeah, we also are in a little bit of a time crunch because there's no anchorage to check into Mexico. And we're going into marina, and I haven't been in a marina since Guatemala over a year and a half ago. So I like to get there during the daylight for many reasons, but one mainly is steering the boat in a marina because I haven't had to do that in such a long time.
When we call in at whatever time, there won't be anybody there at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So how do you know which lift to go to?
Exactly.
So it's a matter of getting there at a decent time when people are in the marina so we can actually get in there.
Right.
Or else we're going to have to spend 12 hours dicking around out here back and forth in whatever seas it is with motor on, waiting until the morning to go in.
Yeah. Yeah, so in actuality, like if we had to do that, we'd use more fuel than we're using right now, so yeah, it just makes sense. But this is fun. We're doing like 6.5, 7 knots. It's like 15 knots, or yeah, 15 knots of breeze now?
No, not even.
Not even? Probably like 13.
Maybe 10 if that. No white caps.
Yeah.
There's nothing out here.
So, boat's doing well. Good morning. Day 4. And just sailing along the coast, almost in Mexico. Much easier night last night. No wind, but at least the waves weren't into us like they were the night before, so it was a bit smoother. But yeah, just watching the long liners bring their gear in, and all the fishermen going home. Yeah, last night was the first night we saw some boats. I passed like a fleet of trawlers, but nothing too exciting out here. Definitely happy to have fueled up for this whole trip because the wind has just been either full on or not there at all. And it's been a tough upwind sail, but we're here. We're almost here. We're almost in Mexico. I can't believe it. But it's pretty amazing watching sailing along the coast. You can see the volcanoes in the background as the sun was rising. The volcanoes in Guatemala. Oh my goodness. So happy. So yeah, sometime later this afternoon we'll be pulling into Puerto Madero and then pulling into the marina at Chiapas. And I can't wait for a nice shower Well, we're sailing again. Yep. No more fuel. But we're getting close, so it shouldn't be too long. But at least there's a breeze. Doing about 4 knots.
About 5 knots of breeze.
And about 5 knots of breeze. So can't complain. Just a little pissed at myself for doing what I know I shouldn't have done, I guess. So kind of kicking myself in the ass, but I thought we were fine. I thought we'd make it to the marina, but I knew better. So anyway, we'll get there and be able to unload the dinghy and go refuel a can or 2 and then fill her back up. But still gotta get to Puerto Madero first, so should be there in the next, I think, about 6 hours or so. So we're doing about the same speed we're doing motoring anyway, so it's not too bad. Maybe like a half a knot slower. Never run out of fuel.
It's always a first, baby.
First free.
This is a first for everybody. We ran out of fuel, running out of cigarettes, but we have lots of food.
Cigarettes are not more important than fuel. Let me reiterate this statement. Cigarettes are not more important than fuel. And we have plenty of food on board. What are you talking about?
That's what I said. We have lots of food.
Oh, okay.
Cigarettes are important.
Then not as important as fuel.
You only got sales. Now imagine if you did have sales.
Yeah, if we didn't
Then
have
that's how important
if we didn't have
fuel
sales,
would be if we didn't have sales. It's just like when you run out
you
of
would
cigarettes,
not do
there's
well
no
on
other
a,
cigarettes.
you would not do well on a powerboat, would you?
Why?
Because if you ran out of cigarettes on a powerboat, then you'd be
No, you'd be if you ran out of fuel. You'd be if you ran out of fuel.
But if you ran out of cigarettes and then ran out of fuel.
Then you call the Coast Guard.
Also, not why you call it Coast Guard. Because you ran out of cigarettes. We have finally made it to Mexico. Whee! We just crossed the imaginary line coming out into the ocean a couple miles ago. And yeah, finally are officially back in Mexico. Woohoo! I'm excited! Are you?
Very excited. Cheers, babe.
Cheers! Whee! Now I gotta go put the flag up.
It's been many, many years since I've been in Mexico.
Has it? How long since you've been in Mexico? 20 years? You didn't stop in Isla on your way down from the States?
Oh yeah, that way, yeah. But that was, I didn't consider that Mexico. This is mainland, like Puerto Vallarta, Cancun. That was a long time ago.
Yeah. I haven't been to West Coast Mexico in like, I think 3 or 4 years. But anyway, super stoked to be here. Super glad the winds cooperated this afternoon and we can sail in style. And I'm gonna go put up the courtesy flag and the quarantine flag. So when we check into places, we have to put up 2 flags, or before we check in. So we have to put up this is called the Q flag or the quarantine flag, and it's just to signify that we haven't actually cleared into the country yet. And Miri and I were just discussing, because he says he just puts up the Q flag, but I put up also the courtesy flag at the same time. I think different people do it differently, but I just put up the courtesy flag at the same time, and then when we're all cleared in, when our passports are stamped and we have our cruising permit, and the port captain gives us the okay, we take down the Q flag and then leave up the Mexican flag. So.
Write in your comments what you think it should be, as far as how the flag should go.
I say put them both up. That's what I have always done. I don't know.
I know, but it's good to get customer feedback too.
Customer
Like your
feedback.
viewers.
Viewer feedback would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, my Mexican flag, well, it hasn't been up in a couple of years either, since I was in Isla Mujeres. But got a little tattered from some strong winds and storms we had there, so hopefully it will last us while we're here in Mexico. Puerto Madero Port Captain. Puerto Madero Port Captain, this is sailing vessel It's the Truth, over. Puerto Madero Port Captain. Puerto Madero Port Captain, this is sailing vessel It's the Truth, over. I don't think he answers. We are just requesting permission to enter Mexico. We're coming up from Panama, over.
Okay. Welcome, Puerto Chiapas.
Okay, thank you. So it's okay to enter? Over?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Over and out. We made it safely into the marina in Chiapas, and we're happy to finally be in Mexico again. As much as we would have loved a more steady breeze coming up to Mexico, the weather rarely follows what is predicted. It is time to get to work and check in and give It's the Truth a good cleaning before setting off to explore Mexico. Until next time, cheers!